Honorable Kofi Adams, the new sports minister, Ejuma je uwobi. Wuni GFA for no mu we Juma ye papa. Enra, we all saw what happened. Wa abroad Division 1 League eba so na Elmina Sharks and Swedro All Blacks and the Yantemu na enya asem ketua. Na we've all heard confusion esi ye referee yakọ bro no ene ho nsem de bebre na air trend I believe say wonya videos ahodo ahwe. Na abusan Ghana Premier League no utim say ye here resetting. Ghana football no ye here proper resetting ankasa. So uhwe de ekoso na de GFA4 eka the honorable sports minister epese wo ye na GFA4 no ema kwan na I wonder say Ghana Premier League no I say conflict of interest be selfish attitude be a year room too much. Na abusan Dr. Kwasi Nduom e na no disem abeto wonten the AC ye the happen ye Emma referee Morrison Nkrofo no ebro no wo abra Emina Sharks ene Swedro All Blacks game no eba so no yenko na busa yenko tie ensem hodo a Dr. Papa Kwasi Nduom ene betu dwa na according to doctor no wo se wo no ankasa na enra that was the first time we na adwen say Okraku Gfa game ni bi Emina Sharks ebo club ne ene dia nto Okraku Gfa bi na okoye no na sa confusion na si na waka nsem bi e dia fa Ghana football ho ene GFA4 no yenko na yenko tie ensem no.
Dr. Nduom, if you can hear me, good evening to you and thanks a lot for joining us.
Yeah, good evening. I can hear you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. We have seen very disturbing images from Elmina Sharks. I think we'll give you the opportunity to tell us exactly from your view what happened and what may have occasioned this incident, sir.
Well, I don't know what you have been seeing, but you know, for quite some time now, I have not been speaking to the media on anything, probably for the past 6 or 7 years. I decided to respond to your inquiry simply because this was the first time in quite a long time that I myself had been at the stadium to watch a match. And I decided to watch it because All Blacks is an old-time football team from Swedro. And I was at Swedro, I don't know whether it was a year or more ago, when the Sharks played them in Swedro. Now, let me make sure that you all understand that I was at the stadium even before the referee and the match commissioner came. Usually, there is a conference before every match. That is where concerns, whether there are concerns for security, for anything, that's where they are all taken care of. But these match officials did not show up for that match conference. They didn't. Okay? And I must also say that yesterday, I witnessed the match of the Elmina Sea Lions and another team. And the referees did not show up even until 30 minutes after kickoff was supposed to have happened. This is what is happening in football in Ghana. Okay? So I'm just saying to you that the behavior of the match officials, including the match commissioner, was a lot, to behold. And so, look, if you have built a stadium, if you had put a team together, and you fund them, and nobody gives you a peswa, you only do it for entertainment purposes. There is no money for me to be made here. Okay? It is for the people in Elmina on a Sunday to come to the stadium, relax a little bit, those who sell to sell a little bit, and for people to have some satisfaction and go home. Okay? That's why we did what we have done, which is still not completed. Let me tell you what happened today. I was there when the match finally started. And look, All Blacks and Sharks, it's normally a good game. It's an entertaining game. What I'm saying to you is that the match officials spoiled the entertainment for everybody, including myself. Okay? 12 minutes into the match, I was a witness and saw the All Blacks player, lift, his legs or whatever, usually when you do that, when someone else is trying to kick the ball, it is you who have lifted your leg to stamp on the other person's foot. That's who a penalty goes against. When that didn't happen, but then the referee, who was far away, decided that it will be a penalty against the Elmina Sharks player, that's when everybody was in disbelief. Even the linesman, you should go and interview the linesman. The linesman was silent. He had nothing to say. The match commissioner, nothing to say. So I decided from where I was sitting at the executive box that if I just sat there, there will be chaos. So I went down there and I went to the pitch. I called the Elmina Sharks players to leave the field and stand, silently aside. Then I tried to get everybody else away from the pitch. Everybody. I got the match commissioner to go to the pitch to talk to the referee and his linesmen. And my message to them is, look, if you people consult with each other and you decide that the penalty will stay, then I will make sure that our team returns to the field and the match continues. And that's what I did. Okay, I pushed everybody aside, made sure there was security, there was safety, and then after the referee, whose attitude, believe me, I have worked with many people with all kinds of qualifications. But this referee was quite, in my view, okay, as an elderly person as I am, quite insolent, that he doesn't care. I can go wherever I want. I can go and report him to whatever else. Let him be removed as a referee. He doesn't care. Okay, so I said, look, all I want to know is, if all of you have talked and you decided that the penalty must stay, just let me know, and then I will decide what to do. He said, yes, it's a penalty. So I went back to the players and said, look, go back and play. I went and told the supporters, everybody else, look, there's a game to be played. I don't like this foolishness that's going on in Ghanaian football. Everybody, don't harass anybody. Go ahead and let the match continue. And, when the match, started again, when it was restarted, it was good football. It was good football for the rest of the first half. And I decided that, look, I've had enough. I'm going home. Okay? And so I left. And I went home. But I have videos of what happened after I left.
Yes, sir.
Including some people who went after the match, after the referees, wearing some clothes that supposedly came from me. We have videos of those people. And I have told my manager here that he should go to the police station and lodge a complaint against those people. What is this with Ghanaian football? What is this? Okay? This sort of thing, this sort of behavior from the top to down, and the fans are misbehaving, and the police officers. Look, you should have heard the police officers themselves and what they said, because they were also watching the match. We can't let this thing continue. So if one day All Blacks are made the champions of the Division 1 league on our schedule, and they go into Premier, what sort of qualification are they taking there? Yeah. Okay, that is how things become wrong, and people become the wrong people to represent Ghana football.
No.
And for me, I must also tell you,
yes,
right now as I'm talking to you, I am considering whether to even continue on to have this team to be part of the league. Is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Good question.
I don't do it for money. I don't do it for anything else. We do it for opportunity. We have players who are playing in Egypt and other places. They are doing well. They have money. But, do we have to suffer these sorts of indignities? And some people come and take videos of certain portions of this, then go and show it out there and say, oh, the fans in Elmina are being hooligans or whatever. When they don't understand what happened in the field. I was there.
So Doc, obviously
Okay.
you mentioned that there was the incident with the match officials, which obviously provoked this, and certainly you said that from the top. And I know a couple of weeks ago you said that the Ghana Football Association needs a serious overhaul. This was your post on social media. But surely the Sharks and the home team must accept some level of responsibility, considering that the fans went onto the pitch and are seen on video threatening the match officials, shouldn't they?
Look, isn't this a consequence of what has been happening in this country? Isn't it? If you let people misbehave from Premier, Division 1, Division 2, and whatever else, what do you expect? So if I wasn't at the stadium, what do you think would have happened? If I was not there, okay, to make everybody go away and let the match continue. Don't take a clip of it and say, shouldn't someone take responsibility? It is the Ghana Football Association. They take responsibility. They must make everybody safe. They must make the game entertaining. They must pay the referees appropriately. They must pay everybody well, not just they take FIFA money and go and relax somewhere. Okay?
Yes, Doc. Have you had the opportunity to engage the Ghana Football Association and share some of your thoughts with them, because you're an investor in football at the club financier?
Look, I started some time back. They pushed me away. Okay? They pushed me away. Okay? Not just the Football Association, but even the previous administration. I was supposed to have been part of the reform, which Kofi and others were part of. Do you know that the day that we were supposed to fly out of Ghana to Europe to go and discuss from an owner's standpoint the reforms that were required, I was taken off the plane. There's many things I don't want to talk about because it is not important to me. I do football for entertainment and for my people in Elmina. I don't do it for money. If it was for money, I would have stopped it a long time ago. So you people understand the fundamentals.
Yes.
Look, if you go to America, they started soccer not too long ago. Okay? They also have football, American football. Do you see owners as part of the administration? No. The owners are not part of the administration. You start a team, okay? You fund the team, you build a stadium or you rent a stadium, and you make it nice and you do marketing, all sorts of things, find good players, all of that. That's the owner's responsibility. But the part of the owner's responsibility is to find a team of professionals to run the league, including the marketing of the league and so on and so forth.
So Doc, you're supposing that the people running the football have a deficit in terms of the skills and the professionalism to run the football properly?
Look, the people who run the league, there's a conflict of interest. If you don't understand it, go back. I'm not going to describe that for you today.
Yes, sir.
Why? If I am a team owner, okay, why should an owner of a team be the president of GFA? Why should the owner of the team be a vice president of the GFA? Why would they be on all these international things when the league is suffering? Why? And we can't sack them because people's hands are in their mouth. Okay? Let's understand that. So if we had a professional team who we've given goals to, do this, do that, do this, do that, to make the team entertaining or the league entertaining. And if they don't do the right thing, we can sack them. Can you go and sack the people who are there now? Can you?
No.
Can you? No. And then there are other people who don't own teams. They are, heads of regional football associations and whatever. Civil servants, public servants. They haven't put a peswa in the league. And yet, they sit there. They sit there and they decide what is it that we must go through. Is that proper? Even Ghana's constitution, we are talking about reforming Ghana's constitution. How much more football? How much more football? Look, I don't want to say any more.
So, Doc, just a final question to you, which is in terms of going forward, and there are probably other owners who share your sentiment. Is there any iota of hope, and what will it take for financiers such as yourself to have any measure of confidence? I know you've already propounded a few of the reforms that you want to see.
Yeah, I mean, we tried some time back, but we went back to the same thing. Okay? And me, I am saying that as I'm speaking to you, I haven't made a decision, but I will make a decision whether we continue to be in the league or not. We can have a football academy, train people, train all kinds of young people, give them an education, all sorts of things, and then maybe they'll go somewhere else in the world to play soccer. Okay? And then if we want to play soccer nationally, we can invite dwarfs for matches. We can invite protocol for matches, friendly matches here and there. We could do that for entertainment.
Yes.
Is that what we want? For entertainment.
Yes.
We can do that.
Yes.
So I will make that decision, okay? I'll make that decision. But what I'm saying is that there must be people in Ghana interested enough in our football to want to say, look, let's have a number of people sit down, just like we're saying we're going to have an economic dialogue. Football is money. It's money, okay? Let's sit down and figure out what is it that we must do. And we must do. People keep talking about football mafia, and then we laugh about it and we go home. Does it exist or not? Oh, what is there that is going on? Why is it that some people, they will go hell and heaven to make sure that they are in certain positions? And me, if you want to shut me up, it's not possible. Because this one is not my job. This one is not what feeds me. This is entertainment. And if something is going wrong, I will speak about it. There's nothing anybody can do. If they want to punish Sharks as a football club, they will punish in Ghanaian football. They'll be punishing Ghanaian football. And look at where we are. Where we are. Ghana doesn't qualify for the African Cup competition. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. When we have all these football players playing all over the world. What a disgrace. Okay? So I came through a system where I was a Senegasan. We had all manner of wonderful student players, academicals, and whatever. And I know what happened even in Elmina, when we have young folks play football all the way up. It's as if we don't know what the right thing is to do. Okay? So don't let some people sit there, come and show you some cuts of some videos here and there and say, Sharks did this, the fans did this one did that. It is what the football administration people have caused to happen in Ghana. And I don't know what would have happened if I personally was not at the stadium.
Dr. Kwasi Nduom, owners of Elmina Sharks and one of the most celebrated Ghanaians. Thank you very much for speaking to us this evening.
All right, Ebusuanti and Samino and Awunya Bia Wutieno, Dr. Kwasi Nduom and our canon Sam Honum Ghana football. Me say ye here resetting more thing. Seriously, minim the enter GFF phone I say they are in a rush. Say chinchina Ghana Premier League and resume. Division 1 pony Division 1 empony. Ombabu say ya nom de about main Premier League mu. Na ho so wan set confusion e de ato no. Ebusia chewa adwene e comment section wo. Na me de to cut long story short no, Ghana football reset na Honorable Kofi Adams e de ba no. On sha ase ntem na wa wie ntem ebusia bidin e de Kobe na obitima frame Kobe finest is abishia.